Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton. See, look, there's a pimple going away. See, it's flat now. It's totally flat. It'll be gone before you know it. I just wanted to let everyone know. Oh, and as far as my lip, that's actually a lot better today too, thanks to my white party watermelon lip chap that I got at White Party. I still had it, so I was like, let's use this. So it's now a lot better than it was yesterday. Okay, so I want to let everyone know today was so much better than yesterday. Yesterday was, I don't know why, my lower back was in a lot of pain. Like I couldn't barely even, like it hurt to move when I was sitting. Like I've never been in that much pain ever, right? I thought, oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm just going to lay down here and on this couch and this will be my final resting place. I'm just going to die. Obviously obviously it wasn't that dramatic because I feel a lot better today. There's still a slight little bit of pain, but it's nothing compared to what it was. So, I actually could walk around. I went to Walmart and bought a new dress shirt for my business trip coming up. So it is what it is. It was, it's fine. I mean, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I hope I'm telling myself that. But thank you so much for the well wishes. But today was a much better day than yesterday, big time. Okay, so having said that, before I get into General Hospital, because I got a lot to talk about with General Hospital, I want to talk a little bit about the movie Britney Ever After. Okay, I know I'm a bad Britney fan because I just now saw it today. I had it on my DVR forever, but when you're doing a show recapping 4 weekly soap operas plus 3 reality shows every single week, you make time for those, and if you have time for anything else, then you make time for the others. But I mean, really, anyways. So I was able to watch Britney Ever After today, and I know that Britney's team was very anti the movie, right? And you know what I found funny? So here's the thing. So in my film, Britney Baby One More Time, it is kind of based on a true story. It's a mockumentary, but it actually is more about me. It's not about Britney. It's about me. And what happened to me in regards to Britney Spears. So it really doesn't tell anything about Britney Spears or from her point of view or anything. So, that was different, it was a little different. Now, in terms of my relationship with Britney Spears, it was fine. It was cordial. I loved her. She's great. But my relationship with her people, most specifically the publicity team from Jive Records, that was a little contentious at best. So, they didn't really want to even acknowledge that my movie existed, even though we shot it at the same time that Crossroads was shot. But anyway, so when you clear music for a movie, there's 2 prices. There's the price for the actual original song, or the actual recording of that song, and then there's a cheaper price where you can re-record it. Now, we actually had access to her whole library, but it was just really expensive, and our movie was very low budget, as you can tell. But we did take 2 of her songs, Oops and Sometimes, and we had them re-recorded. We did the cheaper price and got them re-recorded, and that was that. If you'll notice, in the movie Britney Ever After, there is 0 Britney Spears songs in it. None at all. So they have her sing Satisfaction, they have her sing I Love Rock and Roll, but those are covers. Those were originally done by other people. So Britney's people don't have the rights to that music, right? So and you can tell too, because here's another thing that was kind of wonky about the movie is when they showed her VMA performances, I personally think they should have at least paid some extras to be in the audience. Right? Because you could tell, like, they're in a soundstage, and not just are they in a soundstage, but they're in a little tiny soundstage too. Like, the VMAs are a big fucking deal. They're huge, right? So when the whole thing about the I ain't got no satisfaction is that went into Oops, I Did It Again. And um, I thought it was just so weird that I got that song for my movie, but she didn't get it. I mean, not, I bet the Lifetime couldn't get it for Britney Ever After. That's crazy. That's crazy. But anyways, and so it's kind of, I just felt like the film, as an objective standpoint, the film was, it, it covered too much of her life. Like, because it did cover so much of her life, it couldn't really go into great detail about anything, right? Except like they did a whole big detail about Justin Timberlake, but I mean, honestly, Britney Spears is a star that has been a star throughout the whole age of social media. Although she made a comment about TMZ liking her, and her issues that she had, they were kind of before TMZ became popular. It might have been around back then, but it definitely wasn't what it is now. Anyways, it was okay. And I thought the girl that played Britney, she was fine, but it was too much. I would have rather seen a shorter period of time and go into greater detail. Any of that whole movie. That's just my opinion. Moving on to General Hospital. I just thought I would have to tell you that. Okay. So GH. So on General. Oh, I want to tell you about soap weddings because that's my big topic lately is soap weddings, right? I'm talking about all the different weddings on soaps, and one of the weddings. So the top 3 weddings that I know of on soaps. Well, number 1 will always be Luke and Laura on General Hospital. That was hello. The very end, first of all, it was outside. It was a location shoot. And at the very end, who was there? Fucking Elizabeth Taylor. She better get it. Fierce. So give her mad props for that. The second one was Victor and Nikki's first wedding on Young and the Restless. Beautiful. But it was in a soundstage. It doesn't matter though because it was so huge. You wouldn't. I mean, like it didn't matter, right? And then the third one. This might shock you all, but this third one will always stand out in my mind because it is hilarious. And no. The third one was Alex Olenoff and Asa on One Life to Live because that wedding was. That was crazy. Okay, so the fourth one is also from General Hospital, and it was when Lucy Coe married Alan Quartermain, and they got married at the Quartermain Mansion. Now that you might think is a little hokey or cheap, but the way they played it, and she was wearing this stunning red dress with this big old red hat. And when she came down the stairs, everyone was like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? It was the best. It was the best. I loved it. It was so funny. It was hilarious. So those are my top 4 soap weddings, So that just goes to show you that, there's all kinds in there. There's location shoots in there. There's studio shoots. There's big budget studio shoots and little budget studio shoots. They don't all have to be crap. All the soap weddings nowadays are just crap. Sorry. It's true. I can't name one soap wedding that is just wonderful. Not one. And you know what's so funny is that my favorite show of all time was Passions. I love Passions. And what made Passions great was that there was nothing amazing about any of the weddings, but the storylines were just so ridiculous. They were hilarious. Like they knew that they were doing comedy. Like they knew that they weren't doing anything serious. They weren't taking anything seriously, especially Tabitha Lennox, aka Juliet Mills. Juliet Mills. She was hilarious. I loved her. Okay, anyways, back to General Hospital. The reason why what made me think of that wedding with Lucy Coe was that they had this big hold up in the floating rib, and Ava and Lucy and Ned and Olivia were all caught up in it, and it just reminded me of Lucy's wedding with Alan. It was great. It was really hilarious. I enjoyed that immensely. Okay, so I did kind of spend so much of this time talking not that much about General Hospital, so I do apologize for that, but I mean, It's a soap opera, so I will be talking all about this next Sunday. So thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Angel Benton. You can also follow me. Where else can you follow me? Well, if you're my friend on Facebook, you could do that. You can hashtag GH to talk General Hospital, and you can also hashtag Pump Rules to talk Vanderpump Rules, because the part one of the and they're already advertising it as Reunion Part 1, which means it's at least 2 parts. It might even be 3. I can't wait. I'm so excited. And Shay shows up to the. I see in the previews that Shay shows up to the first one, so I am in. I'm all in. Anyways, thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Peace out. Wubba wubba wubba.